Hey, and welcome back to Sydney Trains Vlogs. Currently at the Children's Hospital Parramatta Light Rail stop. I'm just doing an update video. In this video we're walking from Children's Hospital to Nara. Hopefully I'll do my best to wait around until we see a light rail vehicle running. In the last video we ended off with the time saying, time to the next light rail vehicle saying that it was 30 something minutes, but it's gone up. So I don't know if that's actually accurate or if it's just showing random times, just testing the screens and whatnot. But we'll see. Parramatta Light Rail is expected to open in the next couple of months, so I want to get this series, I guess you could say, over and done with. I do want to do this walk from Westmead all the way to Tramway Avenue. We've already seen the trams under test and driver training and route knowledge from Carlingford to Rosehill Gardens. So now we'll hopefully see trams in the next good few videos. Hopefully this one, but definitely the ones after. Plus I do want to get some photos and video footage of trams going over the green zone here too, so. Quite a bit of signage around. Making sure everybody's safe. Just gotta wait for the light. So up ahead we do have the green zone. The green zone light rail tracks surrounded by grass, which will be very picturesque. Now this area up here, if you remember the update videos from a few months ago, that I was able to pretty much walk along the tracks because there were no trams testing at all then. So it's a bit different now. Can't do that for obvious reasons. I'm going to pretty much just film the whole walk from here to Nara, but I'm not going to rush, as there may be a little while until the next tram, and I do want to feature one tram at least in most of these videos, with the exception of maybe one or two of them, like the last one. Just didn't want to start the walk having to sort of stand and wait an hour. But as a lot of you train and tram spotters and just transport enthusiasts in general would know, that doing this kind of thing does require quite a lot of patience. Sometimes you do need to wait around. I remember a number of times, if you're waiting for the delivery of a new train, like, the Series 2 Waratahs or our Marion D-sets, you might be like, okay, well, it'll be passing through this station at approximately 7:30 p.m. All of a sudden, it's nearly midnight and it's only just passing through. So, as I said, it requires a lot of patience. But that's all right. If it's something you enjoy doing, if it's your hobby, and yeah, again, if you enjoy doing it, then hey, no judgment here. Lots of signage. Hopefully people are adhering to that. Every crossing, there's signage on the ground. So even the people who are buried in their phones can see, hopefully. Maybe. It's a nice walk. It's a long walk, but I'm used to walking, you know, for my job. Garden maintenance, you're always running around doing, there's a lot of walking involved. Also, as most of you probably know by now, I not long returned from New York, and with New York there's a lot of walking involved. I mean, of course you can get the subway or buses, or one of those, what do you call it? Just the bikes you find laying around, you know, you scan the QR code and away you go, that kind of thing. Okay, so here's the start of one of the green zones. This green zone goes all the way up to Nara, and there's another green zone near Tramway Avenue. So as you can see, grass between and beside the light rail tracks, which is pretty cool. I do want to get video and photos of one of the light rail vehicles going over this area, so I might sort of park myself up a little bit. But I'll keep filming, like, you know, just bear with me. I just got to see which way I can or can't go through here, because this is the area where I actually used to be able to walk on the tracks before any of the light rail vehicles began testing. So we'll see what we can do. Should be right. There's a car park to the right. We should be able to walk along. Parramatta, 1.8 kilometres, so that's about the distance that we'll be walking. Alright, so we've got a green light to go this way. There's a sign on the pole there saying no pedestrians. I was actually going to walk on the grass part to the left, but I don't think that's going to be an option. Wondering if I can maybe cut through this car park to the right. I'm gonna cross again. I thought I heard screeching. I can, and yes, there is a tram coming. Okay, so those, the screens are inaccurate. And by inaccurate, I don't mean like, you know, it's wrong. I mean, just like they're probably just under test, just showing random things. It's pretty cool. So that was unit 2170. So that's good, don't have to wait around. Can continue on to Nara. I did actually see someone walk along the grass patch before, beside the light rail lane, so I think you might be able to. I think the no thoroughfare just means like not on the light rail tracks, so and there's like a walking path, walking path. I mean, you can see that a lot of people have walked through here. I mean, as long as people are off the light rail tracks, it's the main part, so just got to be careful, you know, you follow the rules, that's the main part. Follow the rules, stay safe. A lot of people have walked through here, so it should be okay. There's also what looks like a light rail crossing just up ahead here too, so there wouldn't be a light rail crossing there if this wasn't any kind of path, I guess. The light rail vehicles are quiet. They're very quiet, so always look where you're going. It's another complaint that people have, is that they're too quiet. I'm like, well, that's not a problem. You just gotta kind of watch where you're going, and if you aren't in the position to see where you're going, so to speak, then just listen carefully, because they do make that kind of whirring sound. This is not quite a path, but that's all right. Another little crossing there. I mean, there is a park just here too, so I mean, I guess people could park here and then walk across to the park. There's a lot happening this year. The light rail testing and everything that goes with it, the Parramatta Light Rail opening, the Sydney Metro opening from Chatswood to Sydenham, and I believe it when I see it, the entry to service of our Marryong DSATs, which I remember I filmed the first night of testing of the Marryong DSATs in January 2020. So that was a while. I think we've broken a record there with how long it's taken to get a new train into revenue service, but you know, there's been a number of issues, but the modifications are underway. Also, the Tangara technology upgrade, another thing, you know, believe it when you see it. If you remember Tangara sets 72 and 106 that ended up going in for refurb and major works, like, you know, they're getting the internal information screens, CCTV cameras, the working destination screen at the front, and a lot more work. They're supposed to start getting rolled out this year as well. But there's Nara. That's where I'll finish this video and start the next one, just to make it a little series. In the next part, we should get that other light rail vehicle, 2170, on its way back. But anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you very soon. Goodbye for now.